there. I'm almost there. I'm finding it. Wait a minute. I think I pulled up last week's show. Hang on. Yes, I think I got the right one. Gosh, that bacon looks good today.
This is going to be a fun show, I can tell already.
Because I'm so on my game. I'm already off the coffee. I'm already on the water. I've had so much coffee this morning.
That's never a good start at 9 o'clock. Or
I know,
is it?
right?
I don't know. Howdy, friends. Welcome in to Bacon in Your Mailbox. That is my dancing friend over there, Jana Clark, community admirer, and she is, by the way, highly caffeinated today. As you heard in the intro.
I've already switched over to my little water jug that I keep with me all day long.
So now you're diluting the coffee.
Yes, it needed to happen. Trust me.
Yeah. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller, and welcome in to show number 83 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. This Tuesday, January the 19th, 2021. I always worry that I've changed the date. I've changed the year. Nobody wants to go back to that.
Nobody wants to go back to that. But isn't it crazy how it's already the second half of January of this new year?
Yeah, it's just been flying by. You know, I'm 19 days into my workout thing that I stopped at day one. So, go figure on that. Hey, good morning, Carter Blankenship. Hopefully your morning is off to a great start.
Hey, Carter.
And I guess it would be appropriate that I hit our comments there and find out who is in first and foremost this morning. Baconites checking in first. Morgan Castor, good morning with 3 slices of bacon.
Hey, Morgan.
There's Jay Hobbs. Can't start without him.
Good morning.
Vicky is in.
Vicky's doing the springtime countdown. So Vicky can tell us how many days it is till spring. I was so happy she was doing that on her Facebook. She'll tell you. Trust me.
Good for her. You kicked my Alexa off over here.
What are you doing over there?
I don't know. Google just started. I don't know what had happened. So anyway, there's Kristen Parrott. Good morning, Kristen. Yeah, Andy Cragenhagen. And there's Brian Dennis. Man, we've got the cast. We've got the whole crew today.
I love it. Sound off. 1, 2.
Oh my goodness gracious. Lamar Jones is checking in today.
Lamar's tuning in so he can talk some football. I bet he was watching football over the weekend.
I bet he was. Hey, let's set up straight. Kenny's watching too. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You good?
Kenny, we're sitting up straight.
There
we're paying attention.
Yeah. Hey, thanks to our sponsors, Stiff Family Farms, the Award Center, also Amazing Glazing Donuts and Bluegrass Cellular. And a big shout out to Amazing Glazing Donuts. You know, they've got their donut special today on a dozen glazed donuts for $5. They gave a shout out to Bacon in Your Mailbox last night. They were like, hey, don't forget tomorrow, $5 dozen donuts and bacon in your mailbox. So what a great way to go with it.
Love it. We love that.
Yeah.
I still am amazed because I drive by there every day because it's on my route. I was trying to think of what I was trying to say, the route. And I'm telling you, there are some days you can't even turn it off the street.
You got it going on.
Donuts. And as kids are going back to school, do you know what I think moms do? I think moms drop their kids at school. They go through there and get donuts, take them home, sit back, drink some coffee, have a donut, and they're thankful their kids are at school. I've never done that, by the way.
Good
never.
Point. Yeah, I mean, that just come off the tongue so easily. Yeah, you've never done that at all, ever. It's very convincing. Hey, you're Bacon in the Mailbox weather forecast today. It is going to be a cloudy day, temps in the mid-40s, partly to mostly cloudy tonight, 28. We'll see sunshine tomorrow, but really not that warm. It's going to be 39 degrees. So I am like Vicky. I am ready to count down the spring because we're just not getting enough snow for me.
It has been cold. If it's going to be winter, I would at least need the sun to shine. I just get tired of cold and cloudy, you know?
Yeah.
And the cold wind that just cuts through you. The older I get, the more that just makes me feel old.
And if we're going to have winter, let's be like Buffalo, New York, or let's be like Minneapolis. Give me a big snow every once in a while. This junk we got over the weekend was just, that little bit. It's just enough to make you mad.
I was going to say it's kind of a tease because you can't really do much in it. But I will tell you, I don't want a whole lot. I don't want it to stick around a long time. I would love to have one good, a few inches worth, like on a Saturday evening or a Friday night, and then I need the temperature to shoot up, and I need it all to melt by Monday.
Yeah. Hey, were you here in 1994?
Was I here in
Yeah.
'94? No.
Okay, so
I heard stories
94
about it.
was the big year. The huge snowstorm.
Yes.
The storm of 94, if you remember that, it was January 17th of 94. So I worked at Kroger Warehouse then.
Okay.
And was going to school, working night shift at Kroger Warehouse, and I got stuck there.
Oh, no.
So it snowed, and people had left, and me, I'm greedy, or I like money, so I stayed around to get some extra money, working a little overtime, and then all of a sudden it snowed like crazy after everybody had left.
Wow.
And there were still, I don't know, there were quite a few of us still there working.
Yeah.
I got stuck there because my Ford Probe couldn't get out of there. And then when they brought the snowplow through, they pushed it in front of my car. I was there for 5 days.
Wow.
And if you're going to get stuck anywhere in a snowstorm like that, it's a food warehouse. That's where you want to be.
That's true. All you needed was a deck of cards and a bottle of bourbon.
I didn't have that, but they had the meat trucks were there, so they couldn't get the meat out to the stores. So they made steak and potatoes. We had eggs. I mean, we had everything we wanted.
That's hysterical.
And you got paid just to be there.
That's funny.
So whenever they
I have some pictures of cars being stranded on the interstate for days and days. Is that the same storm we're talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
I bet it is.
It was. I mean, I don't know. I was stuck in that warehouse. But after day 5, when they got the trucks out and got new ones in and everybody could kind of go back to work, I had so many hours in, I went home sick and didn't come back for like 4 days.
Too funny. You had to cash that in.
Now, I don't want the 26 inches of snow because Morgan liked that 26 inches of snow we had the other day.
Morgan, you're cray-cray.
Yeah. Let's see. Dustin says 6 feet and not for COVID, for snow. I don't know if I want 6 feet of snow. That's pretty deep.
That's too much.
Hey, back up to Brian Dennis. Congratulations to Brian. He showed restraint this morning. He went to Amazing Glazing and only got 2 donuts.
That is not what everybody else is doing there, Brian. So good job.
When I really want to show I love my kids, I go to Amazing Glazing and I walk in. I don't go through the drive-thru. I walk in and I go to the case to the left. That's the big case. That's the case of the really, really, I mean, that's when you're a high roller. You go in feeling like a high roller. When you go, hey, I want a dozen donuts.
Is that where the bacon ones are?
Yes.
That where the bacon? Yeah.
And the apple fritters, that's where they are. So I was, you look over to the right and you see, I want a dozen donuts. I'll take 5 of those, 3 of those, 2 of those. And I want to get over, and they'll go, oh, that's extra. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I know. I'm prepared. That's why I'm here.
Hey, good morning, Terry Owens. So yesterday I had a chance to sit down with our wonderful friend, Terry Owens, who's everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, she's doing all kinds of great stuff in the community.
She's a magician.
So I recorded a podcast and a video blog with her about her doing stuff in the community, how people can get involved. It's called Heart of the Heartland. So she's one of my first featured people for that. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with people on the podcasting platform, and it'll be on YouTube, and we'll kind of remind you of where it is on Facebook, but it'll be on YouTube and all the podcasting channons. So,
but wait, is that at a certain time, or will it just be shared out there?
It'll probably be tomorrow before I release it. I've got to put it all together. It's It's like 30 minutes long, and that girl does everything, even more than I thought she did.
Listen, and it's really cool for people who haven't maybe been out and about as much as they have wanted to be. It's really nice to be able to hear from people like that because we're all kind of getting ready to, make some decisions this year about getting back involved and doing some things that maybe we haven't had the opportunity to do this past year. And so that is very timely. I'm excited about seeing and hearing about her work.
Yeah. And so that was a lot of fun. Today, very special day. Today is National Popcorn Day. How about that for a graphic?
Love me some popcorn.
Yeah. I'm just going to let it scan and play.
It's beautiful. That is a screen of beauty right there. I wish I
And,
could smell that.
uh, yeah, me too. I couldn't work that out. I probably spent too much time trying to find the right popcorn graphic. I was almost late because you were giving me crap because I didn't log in for our pre-show meeting. And that was
Oh,
because I was trying to find the right, I was debating. There was one of actually popcorn. It was a close up of popcorn actually popping.
oh,
And
that's
I
fun.
thought, well, that's entertaining and intriguing. But then that one, it just showed the glory that is popcorn.
So I'm really mad at myself because I knew that it was National Popcorn Day this week because I looked last week at the end of Thursday's show because I kind of like to think about what's happening next week. And my plan was to pop popcorn ahead of time. I was going to have it in front of me and I was going to throw it at you
Hmm.
and make you jealous that you didn't have any. But I don't have any. So I just have little pieces of paper and I'm throwing them at you right
That'll
now.
work.
Are
Fake
they getting,
popcorn.
does it look like popcorn?
It does. Hey, speaking of which, with it being National Popcorn Day, our friends at Crown Point Theater, which by the way have great popcorn.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. So I'm going over there today, and I'm going to get the story of how their popcorn is made and where it comes from. And because when you go to I'm one of those guys. I like that show, How It's Made.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see the big bag of popcorn that's unpopped. I want to know
Oh,
how
yeah.
much popcorn they pop in a day and where does it come from? How do you make the magic happen to where it's so good? And so we're going to get that today. We'll do kind of a behind the scenes with Crown Point Theater for National Popcorn Day. So
That is super fun. And word has it that it comes from not very far away, right?
no, it doesn't at all. It's local
Little
popcorn.
teaser.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be good.
How fun.
Hey, I'm a popcorn guy. I could eat popcorn every night. I don't, but I could.
Yeah.
I'm a movie butter guy or a white cheddar guy, or I'm definitely a kettle corn guy. I can't pass up a kettle corn booth.
But so do you like just plain popcorn too, though? Just good, like with a little bit of salt, just plain popcorn?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, because that's my favorite. And I even like it with a little bit with the pieces in the bottom of the, whether you're popping it on the stove or if it's a microwave popcorn bag or whatever. I like the kernels and I like the pieces that maybe have a little bit of burnt on them. That is my jam.
Preach
That
it.
is my favorite snack ever.
But you're playing Russian roulette with the bottom of the bag because you want those ones that are all right. It's the kernel that couldn't commit to being popcorn or still being corn.
Right.
You want it where it's kind of softened because you don't want to
Yeah.
get into the one that's 100% hard, but you want it to where
You're
that's
right.
the best part of the bag.
You're right. It is a fabulous snack. I have some in my desk over there. I think it may be a little old. I may pop it this afternoon for an office snack. Hey, you want to make your coworkers jealous? Pop a bag of popcorn and then take it right back to your office.
Yeah. That's a candle I could get into. Popcorn scented
Popcorn?
candle. Yeah. Movie popcorn scented candle.
I don't know that I've ever seen one. I'm
I
sure
haven't
they're out.
either. I'm a guy, bourbon scented candle, a diesel scented candle, and
Oh,
popcorn
yeah.
scented candles. I can go with those.
Bourbon, diesel, and puff.
Not all together. Right. I'm not going to go up to Buff City Soaps and say, hey, I want diesel, popcorn, and bourbon. Go.
I'm with you, but not the diesel.
Yeah.
No.
So Dustin says caramel corn is his deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elaine eats popcorn every night. It's good. It's high in fiber.
Well, we all should be like Elaine. It is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And I like it with a really cold Diet Coke too. Like that salty and that fizz. The best.
You know what? You're good with that. My mom and dad used to do when we were growing up, and I've not done this forever, chili dogs and popcorn.
Huh.
That was like a meal for them. I don't know where it came from, but I enjoyed that. I've not had it forever.
I was going to say, they're onto something.
Sounds like a plan maybe for tonight.
You're due.
Jay Hobbs says it should be also National Read Comments Day to go along with popcorn. I've stopped doing that. Outside of baking in your mailbox and other stuff, I can't read comments because, man, we can't play nice anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Steer clear of that, Jay. Stick with the popcorn.
Because, people now, it's like, hey, I know your mama said, if you ain't got anything good to say, don't say anything at all.
Don't.
Apparently that doesn't mean typing.
Don't type it either. Just say it to yourself in your head and don't let it out of your mouth or out of your fingertips. Some things are just better left not said.
Yeah. Kim
Yeah.
says her cousin raises popcorn in Davies County for movie theaters and Orville Redenbacher.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. Now,
You should get your hands on some of that.
well, I can't. That would be cheating. I'm a Cousin Willie's guy.
Oh, I know. I like cousin, but listen, I have to be honest. I am not loyal to any brand because I just like it all.
Yeah.
I like it all.
Amy says, have you ever tried Trader Joe's Half Pop? They actually have half popped popcorn.
Yeah, it's good.
I've not. Hey, you've had it?
Yeah, it's good.
And it's like what you're talking about. It's all that goodness that is at the bottom of the bag.
It's your favorite pieces of popcorn. Yes. I don't know that I would want it all the time. And I haven't had it in years. And I guess since Amy said that they still have it, but it's all, yeah, like it's the ones that you said, like you said, the ones that couldn't commit. It's half popped.
Huh. I think there is so much there. It is too much of a good thing. It's not good.
Well, so it just depends on what you're in the mood for, right? But yeah, you should pick some up and try it just to see how you like it.
Like those bourbon vanilla walnuts that our friend gives us.
Yeah.
Eating that whole jar, not that I did that, was not a good thing. I mean, could not be a good thing. It'll make your stomach cramp.
Those things are good. Now, see, that would be good with some popcorn too. So many things are good with popcorn, and the occasional M&M with popcorn, so good.
You know that's intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dustin says they have the half popped, I think, at Trader at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, huh. I didn't know that.
Amy says everything is better with a cold Diet Coke. See, you've got to. Amy, you're like soulmates in a way. You guys need to get together at Flywheel over some of that. What is it? Barrel and Swine or whatever.
So true. Yeah. So true. It's the best pizza and the best. Well, now if we're at Flywheel, we're not having a Diet Coke, Amy, just so we're clear.
Yeah. Unless they have one that's called Diet Coke.
Right.
Morgan says JR used to make the kids popcorn with M&Ms until Reagan got the spacers put in. Yeah. I've not done that. I don't think I've done popcorn and M&Ms.
It's good. Popcorn's good with anything. Some people do popcorn and Skittles.
Yeah.
Of course, you could always do nuts or toasted pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds or something.
Yeah. Oh, Dustin says, no, it was the popcorn candle. They have those at Cracker Barrel. Well, of course they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Brian Dennis says his son told him you're watching TikTok wrong. You have to read the comments. Yeah, that's a whole new experience.
Don't go there, y'all.
I hate that, and I got away from it. But there is some I would see a TikTok video, and the video would be somewhat funny. But I'm going, you know what? I'm going straight to the comments, and I knew what would be the first comment, and it would be that way every time. Whatever made it stand out, maybe their ears or whatever. Oh, and it would be, and people are relentless.
See, I don't have time for that rabbit hole. If I did that, all of a sudden it would be 4 hours later and I would have missed 6 deadlines for work and I wouldn't have gone and bought groceries or something. Like, I just can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That I just can't. I do it. So Kristen wants to know, are you drinking your coffee with a straw? No, that's water.
So Kristen, listen, I said this earlier, and I have already had my limit of coffee today. I don't know why the coffee may have been extra strong, but I felt like I had enough caffeine. So this is it's not a Yeti. It's like a fake Yeti. Like it's a big, but this is what I put my water in. And so, no, it's not coffee. It's water.
Yeah. So,
and I fill it up throughout the day because the ice lasts, 4 days or whatever.
Oh, that's good. So you bought the Walmart version one.
It's the Academy version or whatever. Oh. Like it's the, I can't remember. I bought it. I've had it. I bought it last fall, I think. And I thought it was cute because I had puppy dog paw on it.
Ah, look at that.
I know.
So, talking about popcorn, have you seen some of the microwave popcorn bags? Here's who I feel sorry for right now in our world. The guy that created the popcorn button on every microwave?
So I have to tell you, I don't use the popcorn button.
What?
I am not very trusting of the popcorn button because I like my popcorn. I think I mentioned to you that I like the kind of the half burnt, like the pieces that have a little dark in them. And
Uh-huh.
so I like to guard my own popcorn bag and use my own judgment on when to take my popcorn out. So I am anti popcorn button.
Wow. I guess I'm too trusting. So, by the way, Amy, you are wrong. There actually is coffee in my cup. I mean, it's too early in the day for the other.
Too early.
Now, maybe on a Saturday, I'll put a little bourbon cream in my
That's
coffee
yummy.
a little bit. So,
That's
uh,
yum.
I am a popcorn button guy. Now, with today being National Popcorn Day, as we mentioned earlier, and the wonderful graphic reminds us that it's National Popcorn Day. Uh, so
That's
I
so
thought
funny.
about this, about why is there a popcorn button on every microwave if now popcorn bags say do not use the microwave popcorn button. Have you seen
They
that on
do?
some of these? There are some popcorns out there that say do not use the popcorn button. Now, Jay is in your camp. He says it's not reliable at all.
Agreed.
Morgan,
But
don't
why,
trust the
okay, so
popcorn button.
I need to understand why some bags say don't use the popcorn button. It's because they pop quicker or they need longer time or what?
I guess maybe the bags have changed since that.
Huh.
Because that's you got to think about the guy that came up with that. You know, that's the genius. That's the guy that walked into work with a swagger after he did that. You know that.
Wait, is he hanging out with the defrost button guy or what? Like, come on, it was bound to happen.
Well, I think the defrost button guy has his own little place. He probably had a corner office in the engineering wing, and this guy's like, man, that stupid defrost guy.
But I
Oh,
think there should be a cupcake in a mug button.
yeah, and then
There you go.
oh, there you go. So the defrost guy's over there going, yeah, that's stupid, man. I don't get it. I got a corner office. And the reheat guy just did what I did. It just says reheat. And he's got a good office too. And then here comes popcorn button guy. And popcorn button guy has been jealous of them forever. And all of a sudden, boom, the popcorn button gets a prominent spot. And he comes in with a swagger.
Yeah.
And has been swaggering in the office, parking in that front spot, gets his coffee handed to him by the reheat guy now.
His ego is huge. He talks some trash. I mean, you can't even put up with the guy anymore.
Defrost guy calls some popcorn mogul that he knows and says, hey, look, popcorn button guy's a jerk. You guys need to put on your bag, don't use the popcorn button. It probably is political.
It probably is.
So now they're saying some of these brands are saying not use the popcorn button.
That is funny. I haven't seen that. Of course, I don't pay attention because I don't use it, but now I'm going to be looking. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I'm now going to be the popcorn button police next time I get a package of microwave popcorn.
Amy is and she's all up in Jana's love right now. My gosh.
Well, hello. Leave her alone.
Won't you
Leave
buy
her
I
alone.
Love Jana t-shirt?
That's a great idea.
She
Just
said,
borrow yours.
hit the express button 5 times and stop if the popcorn starts to burn.
You got it.
Kim says we have to add 30 seconds to the popcorn button because it only pops half the bag.
See?
Maybe they're using some type of different bag now. Maybe that's what the difference is.
Listen, when you use the popcorn button, does it leave kernels in the bottom of the bag? Because that's kind of unacceptable too. Like I've never been touched popcorn kernel.
Now, to me, I think Cousin Willie's is one of the better ones to not leave a lot of the unpops in the bottom.
Okay.
I guess it's a variety of popcorn. I don't know. Might be the bag they use.
Just wondered.
Morgan makes a good point. They can't figure out what to replace the popcorn button with. So you have to leave. You can't just have an empty button space.
I just gave it to him. Hello, the cupcake in a mug button.
That's going to have to be a big button. You think about the cupcake in I mean, you've got to come up with
The
some kind of slang word like the teens do.
cupcake in a mug. It's the CIAM button. Cupcake in a mug.
Perfect. Everybody will know what that is.
Well, they will know because they're going to see it here, Greg. Hello.
Yeah. So Amy says it's because mini bags and full size bags and kettle corn bags all cook differently. You're right. And no doubt somebody burnt their house down pushing the popcorn button with a mini bag.
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't pushed the popcorn button with it or had a kid do that? Garrett used to do that all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I'm looking down here. Jay says the add 30-second button guy is the greatest.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have that.
Oh, Jay must have a fancy microwave. So I think I have one at home, but we don't have one at the office. Or maybe my parents have one. My dad has one, and I don't have one at home. I can't remember.
Amy's still in the show today.
Should be a reheat bacon button. I mean, we'll make room for that.
Oh my gosh.
Reheat bacon button.
Yeah.
But see, here's the problem with that, Amy, is we never have bacon left over to reheat it. It's just making it. There's no really reheating of the bacon around my house.
Yeah. We just ruined Morgan's day. Morgan is done. She'll get nothing else, but she'll be writing emails to every microwave manufacturer out there that has an odd number of buttons.
That's fascinating. How do they line up? Are they off center? I'm confused.
Yeah, I can't even think of ours. I try not to think of our microwave because a while back, the 2 button quit working.
Oh.
And then the 7 button quit working.
Oh.
And now there's another button that's quit working. And you can replace the motherboard panel or you replace the whole microwave. Of course, we had the, thing that we're all going through in life, the and you couldn't get a microwave.
Right.
So now I think we're back to that. So I may end up having to get a new one. But I'm going to make sure it has a popcorn button.
But now listen, is that something you would do yourself? Would you be able to replace the motherboard of a microwave button thing?
Of course I could. I get my cutoff t-shirt and had to get that thing done.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah, I've done that. I've replaced the ice maker. I took the dryer apart to where it was nothing but bones and took a picture of it completely apart so people would be impressed that when I got it back together through a YouTube video, that it worked.
Wow.
Yeah.
We just had to have a new bearings or whatever it's called for our dryer. And Mitch said, let me just look it up and see if I can do it. 5 minutes later, he walks in the room and he goes, you're going to need to call somebody.
Oh, really? It is a daunting task, but the way it looks, because everything comes apart. Nothing is there.
Yeah.
And then you replace those bearings. Me, being the frugal guy, I did replace those bearings in ours. And I was like, oh, these ones over here, those are the ones that are making the noise. I'll just replace those. That was stupid. Go ahead and replace all 3 sets of roller bearings because if it's inevitable, the others are going to start soon too. So,
that's funny. Well, we had to have a guy come do it, but he looked at it. I mean, he thought about it. So I just wondered if you would fix your own.
Yeah. Morgan says popcorn is out there by itself. That's her button. That's the company that loved the popcorn button guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They got their priorities in line.
Yeah. Dustin says we should launch popcorn out of firework tubes. Funny story about that. They did in Corydon, Indiana. They used to have Cousin Willie's, the popcorn festival.
That's fun.
And they had, it was popcorn for days. And this was when I was working at a radio station in Louisville and just, Jennifer and I were dating. We drove the vehicle through the parade. Well, Jennifer had parked her car on the street and left. That was back when you could do this. You could leave your window down.
Right.
So Cousin Willie's had this big tanker truck that they filled with popcorn. So in the parade, they would come down the street just spraying popcorn everywhere.
That's fun.
Kids catching it in buckets. You got free popcorn.
That's fun.
They almost filled the inside of her car up with that popcorn. Somebody just held that nozzle right at her car.
A gift.
Yeah.
A popcorn present.
I don't think she considered it a gift. Now,
I'm
today,
pretty sure she didn't.
Middle-aged Greg would be like, let's get some bags. Just lock these things up. They're good to go.
Oh, that's funny.
Do you ever go on the Rural King and just get their popcorn?
No, and I've been to Rural King a couple of times, but I think the second time I went, because they haven't been around forever, right? The first
Right.
time I went, I didn't have popcorn. Next time I went, they weren't doing popcorn.
Mm.
But so that is something that I need to take advantage of next year. Is I need to go on a little popcorn field trip to Rural King.
Now, and I've said this before, I would go to Rural King and go in, get my popcorn in the shopping cart. This is pre-COVID,
Right,
as we like to call it.
right.
Go in, get my popcorn, take it back by where the small ratchets and the Dremel attachments are, and eat my popcorn.
Uh-huh,
And then I would go shopping
uh-huh.
because I got to get my popcorn when I'm in there.
Sure, absolutely.
Sometimes I will wait, and if I watch them bag it up and I see they
Uh-huh.
put it in that basket, which you can buy it for like $1, and you get the
Yep,
big bag. Yeah,
yep.
there's popcorn in my truck on the way home from there.
Or some fresh popcorn. And
Yeah,
here's another. You love popcorn. I think when if you bag it up in a baggie at night, knowing full well it's going to be there the next day and it's still going to be a little stale, you still look forward to that popcorn snack.
yeah.
That's me.
Wherever we go, it doesn't matter. Where it was the Heartland Festival, or we go to little Nashville, Indiana, anywhere that there is a kettle corn trailer,
Yes.
there's a guarantee the Milbies are stopping before we leave.
My youngest, Will, loves kettle corn more than life itself. That kid can find kettle corn within a, 50-mile radius, no matter what he's doing. And it's hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves it.
And I agree with Amy. I want a popcorn tanker truck too.
Me too.
I mean, I would be that giving guy. Instead of the ice cream truck, well, growing up, we had the ice cream truck coming around.
Yeah.
I would be the guy that'd be like, y'all hear that? The popcorn truck is coming.
Cool. Think of how cool the music would be for the popcorn truck.
Oh,
come on.
Because you can make it whatever you want. We don't have to stick to the dumb ice cream truck music.
It would be amazing.
We can make it rap. We can make it polka. We could make it polka rap.
Yes.
I think we're onto something here this summer.
I do too.
And if you spray it everywhere, the birds are going to eat it. Right?
Just imagining all the popcorn everywhere. The little back corner of my mom brain goes, how in the world were you going to clean up all that popcorn?
Right. So the kids love us, but the parents would hate us. And then you couldn't go to the store.
Right.
Couldn't go into Rural King anymore because they're giving you the stink eye because you've taken all their business from the popcorn people.
That's true. You would not win them over.
Yeah. Couldn't pull into the movie theater. I couldn't go into Crown Point Theater. They were like, oh.
Nope. You better get in and out quick today before they hear about our plan.
Yeah. Maybe we won't do that. So, all right. Now, it seemed like a great plan, but maybe it wasn't. So we won't worry about that plan. Yeah. Horrible idea, Jana. I don't know what you're talking about.
Horrible idea. But I'll tell you what, I'm having popcorn today after this craziness.
Oh, now I am. And you're in your office. Are you in your office all day?
I will find some or I will go get it.
Maybe, just maybe the popcorn fairy will come by and see you.
Perhaps.
Just maybe.
Hello. I wish your screen would have frozen on that so badly. So badly.
All right. One more topic. I mean, we could talk popcorn all day. I definitely could. We should be eating popcorn at the same time.
I love a popcorn show. We'll have to do this again.
Morgan couldn't handle it, though, if we were eating popcorn. Morgan hates the fact that we eat on lyrics and laughs. She just doesn't like that.
You have to be careful.
Right. She doesn't know that a lot of times I'm eating as well, but I eat like an adult. I want to say a man, but that's not very convincing. I eat like an adult and you can't hear me. Now, Eric Clemens eats like a 4-year-old child. So you can hear him. So, all right. I know this has been discussed in your house, and this is a good discussion point. Do we leave this for everybody to talk about at home? This is kind of your homework. Maybe you decide it in here. So, dishwashers.
Okay.
If your dishwasher's not doing the job, maybe it's the fault of the instructions given by the dishwasher's manufacturers. Here is the best way to fill the dishwasher, according to the experts. Now, I know this may put Mitch over the edge.
You're not even kidding right now. Like, honestly, what there is he probably wrote this.
So researchers at the University of Birmingham have done the dirty work and say the trick to load the dishwasher in a circular fashion, not in straight rows. You should not be putting the plates and stuff this way. Ooh, wow, that was very impressive. Ooh. Boy, if you've got a 3D computer right now, whoa!
You just jumped out the window. I'm trying to figure out how you would do that, but if there's a way to do it, and if it's more efficient, leave it to Mitch to figure that out in a circular pattern.
Yep. So they say in a circular pattern, and dishes should always be grouped together by stain.
Oh, that's kind of silly. How does the dishwasher know what stain is where?
Well, I guess the flow. I don't know. Carbohydrate stained dishes should be placed in the middle of the dishwasher's drawers, while protein stained items should be put in an inward facing ring around them.
So that has to do with the thing that goes around and how much water or pressure hits the dishes and the likelihood of all that crud falling off, and then you soap them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not doing that.
That's a lot of work.
We're not doing that.
Yeah. Kim says her husband complains about how she loads the dishwasher. Now it's his chore. Yeah, we got kids for that.
I load the dishwasher all the time, and every single time he changes it up behind me. And it is one of those things that we have just agreed that's how we handle it. After almost like 19, how long have we been married? Almost 19 years. I've yet to learn how to load the dishwasher properly, and he has accepted it and moved on. So he just fixes it behind me.
Yeah.
Truly.
In the Milby house, the dishwashing is a kid's chore. Now, that goes to the younger days of said Greg Milby. My chore in the house was washing dishes, and I wash dishes every day. We didn't have a dishwasher. I was the dishwasher. Now, I had to do it so much, and that I loathe washing dishes.
That's hysterical.
And my vow in life is to not do that. Now, I know that when Garrett and Gavin are at the age that they move on to live their own life, I will probably be relegated back to washing dishes, but that's okay.
You're going to have to teach Daisy how to wash the dishes. Hope she's smart.
I'm still trying to get her to ring the bell to go out and poop. What are you talking about?
But listen, my kids load the dishwasher better than I do. Like, I'm the only one in my house that still doesn't do it right. My kids do it because our rule really is like if we're all home for dinner, if I cook and I typically do, my kids clean. Like, when we're done, I get up and leave the kitchen, and they are really good about cleaning the kitchen after dinner. And they load the dishwasher. But they apparently load it better than I do because I'm the only one in the house where someone feels the need to come behind me and rearrange it.
Now, hold on, I got to sneeze. There we go.
God bless you.
I'm in Amy's camp here. Amy's camp is in the Powers house. There are no stained dishes put in the dishwasher. They are all rinsed thoroughly. And I agree with that. They should be rinsed. I mean, they don't have to wash them, but get all the junk off. And heaven's sakes, if you put ranch dressing on your plate, spray it off before you put it in the sink or put it in the dishwasher.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I come from the camp too, that after the dishes are washed, whether they have to wash the pans or not, if I walk in there the next morning and there's gunk in the bottom of the sink, that's a failure to me.
Yeah.
Because, one, you always clean the sink out. But two, was that what you washed it in?
Yeah. So, yeah. At least you take that little spray thing and you at least spray it where, you don't have to scrub the sink every time, but spray that stuff down. Yep. Agreed.
Elaine says, I use mine for storage for kids. Plastic. She goes, I mean, lids, not kids. Yeah. Hey, you hear that? That's Child Protective Services on the way. They just pulled out of the driveway.
That's funny. Where are your kids? In the dishwasher.
I would, 2 words, paper plates. Yes, Kim. If If we could live off paper plates and paper cups, I would
And
most certainly do that.
there are nights where we do that too. Those are everybody's on your own nights. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Circular makes sense as the water is sprayed in a circle. Yes, Joseph, you are completely right. But Elaine's like the show was gone from popcorn to dishwashers. You know what? It usually goes from fluffy stuff down the drain, so it's the same thing.
It's the same thing. We just
Yeah.
go where the flow takes us, Elaine. We can't help it. We're
Right.
kind of squirrels like that a little.
But you know what? It's educational and entertaining. You learn a lot. You Baconites really educate us on how you
Absolutely.
do things, and it makes us feel better that we're not as goofy as we think we are, because a
Big
lot of
brain.
times we kind of agree.
Absolutely.
All right. So with that being said, there, oh, yeah, we'll save this for Thursday. Passwords. We'll talk passwords and coffee makers on Thursday.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. Because
I'll save a cup for the show on Thursday so I can enjoy coffee while we're talking about coffee makers. I'll try not to.
but you're not
over-
you are a regular drip coffee maker person, aren't you?
I'm both.
Okay.
Listen, I like it all. I like it
Yeah.
all.
And you're a Keurig person too, right?
I like it all.
Oh, great. You're going to really love that. That's for sure. All right, bacon bits real quickly here. Give you a few bacon bits. Did you know that sponges hold more cold water than hot water?
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know the average, and this is for your kids. I mean, this is how you relate, right? Sports. The average lifespan of an NBA basketball is 10,000 bounces. Unlike
awesome.
a baseball, which is like what, 6 pitches, I think? 5 pitches?
Is that all?
I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they go through those things.
Huh.
Yeah. Did you know that wearing a hat helps to keep your feet warm?
That's so that's true with any of your extremities. Wearing a hat helps keep your hands warm too.
Didn't know that. So
there you go.
Yep. Well, I know no better way to wrap it up than with Elaine's comment. Thank you.
Elaine, you're the bomb too.
You're the bomb diggity.
Bombdiggity.com. Diggity.
All right. She's Jana Clark, community admirer, popcorn aficionado, and dishwashing queen. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. Thanks again to our wonderful sponsors, Amazing Glazing Donuts, Stith Family Farms, the Award Center, and Bluegrass Cellular. You have been watching show number 83 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Have a great day.
Bye, y'all.